hi, John. I'd like to thank you for this. I'd like to thank you for this, beautiful meditation retreat that you and Soren are hosting. And I'd also like to add that I was first introduced to a formal meditation through your book. Wherever you go, there you are. And I'm very grateful that I came across this book, and even more grateful that I came across these sessions via Zoom. My question is,
where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Egypt.
Okay. Where in Egypt?
Cairo, Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So, thank you. So my question is, I'm a neurotic person by nature, and I always find myself when I meditate, the mental commentary doesn't really want to stop. Even when I try to use certain, I guess techniques, or I try to remind myself to let go of an idea and go back to the breath, I find that it's my mental commentary that's actually dictating that. So do you have any suggestions on what I can do to
yes, I do.
help alleviate that?
And you're not the only person. If we were to ask people to raise their hands, I think virtually every person would be raising their hand. That's a challenge. Okay, that the mind really does have a life of its own. And using the word commentator is very good. Like if you ever watch a soccer game or something like that, and the commentator is like, the sports commentator is telling you everything that's happening on the field. It's sometimes very powerful to shut down the volume on the TV and just watch the game. Whether it's football or whether it's American football or whether it's baseball or anything else, just watch the game instead of all the commentary. But when it's in your own head, then you can't, you can't shut off the commentary. And if you try to, it's just going to give you a headache. Plus you'll be struggling all the time to have a good experience instead of realizing that the experience you're having is good enough. And there's no problem with the commentator when you put out the welcome mat for it, as opposed to fight with it because you're trying to get to some better experience. If only it would shut up.
Right.
So make friends with your commentator and ask, you can even ask, what is it that it's trying to tell you? What does it really want you to know? And then listen, and then come back to your breathing and see what happens over time. So it's a dance, it's a relationship that you develop, but it's very important not to fight with your own mind and your own cognitive processes that are continually generating these stories about what you should be doing or what you should be experiencing, as if there was something more important or more miraculous than what you're experiencing now. And when you start to live that way, moment by moment by moment, then what becomes possible for you is huge compared to if you're always trying to strategize to make the optimal use of the present moment, because the brain, the thinking mind is not that smart. No matter how smart we are, that is only one form of intelligence. When we recruit other forms of intelligence, including social intelligence, emotional intelligence, somatic intelligence, and all the senses, then we're capable of really profoundly creative and imaginative actions. And the world needs us to be as creative and imaginative as possible. So keep up your practice and don't take the commentator too seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you.